So, well, last time I talked to you, when you did the performance at the Fox Theater, Wasteland Baby had not even come out yet, and we were talking about, of course, Nina Cried Power and the poignancy of that music, and it was relevant when it came out. And it's almost hard for me to say this because it's sad. It's 10 times more relevant now.
Yeah.
Like a year has gone by,
Yeah.
and it's even more relevant.
Yeah. And I take no joy from hearing that, and obviously, it's very, very sad. I think, the intention of that song was to, was reaching to a place, was writing something that was hopeful and also came from a spirit of protest and solidarity, I suppose, and was just looking to a time when, I suppose, artists were writing a lot about issues like, just social issues, societal issues, and
right.
putting it into song, but it's a weird time,
and of course, and Nina Cried Power, from what I got from her song Center Man is, when she cried power, is that, like, it's time to fight back, and I kind of almost feel like the disparity has changed to something that's uniting us all.
It's and fatigue sets in, and kind of hopelessness sets in, and sort of a sense of powerlessness sets in. And I suppose it's important to be remembered is nothing has ever, to quote MLK, nothing has ever rolls in on the wheels of inevitability. Everything is, as you say, is fought for. And whether that's the abstract concept of the weekend, or or going back to like labor rights or workers' rights, I suppose, or gay rights, etc., or civil rights. It's all delivered by people making decisions of conscience and acting on them and pushing back, so certainly, yeah.
Does the disparity ever get to you when you're writing? Because I mean, it's such heavy stuff. Does it weigh on you when you're writing an album like that?
I think it already lays upon you, or it already, it weighs upon you in some way. And so the writing of the song is just reconciling the feeling. So it's just at least establishing to yourself, okay, well, I feel this way about it, and you're really just the song. Then you sort of you're punctuating the thought you've already, you're kind of exercising it, or you're exploring it, and then you're punctuating it by the time the song is finished, and you're just trying to offer some sort of reflection upon it as honestly as you can,
Right. Is there any catharsis in it, once you finish writing and you get it out there? Like if you're upset about something, I don't know if you've ever done this, but when I'm upset about something, sometimes I'll write a letter and burn it.
Yes.
And I feel better when I see the smoke going up, like I'm releasing it. Do you have that feeling at all with an album?
It's not. It's cheaper than therapy, or but I know it's good. You kind of have that feeling like you are plumbing the depths for something, and you are confronting you're confronting something that you're exploring it. You're kind of sitting in it, and so that can be a helpful thing. I don't know about whether it's cathartic or whether you're not exactly freed from it at the end of the day.
Right.
You're actually you're bringing it closer to your eye. And you're sitting in it, but that I think is a healthy thing.
It's definitely healthy. Yeah. I read somewhere that you said that Irish people have a good relationship with despair, and I thought that was beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good relationship. It's a close relationship.
A close relationship. A little different from a good relationship.
Yeah.
But it's better you can handle it. It's maybe less running from the feelings and more just living with it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I suppose when I say that, it's more the sense of humor about the kind of common misfortune of the world, and having a good sense of humor about that, a good sense of humor of your own self and your own misfortune, and kind of learning to laugh at it as well too. And
right.
That's not to say like grief and despair. It's not like Irish people are immune to it. In fact, you find the suicide rate is very high in Ireland, etc. So we won't go. But it's really just at least knowing to yourself what I don't know. It's like, or at least I suppose laughing about it is some way of coping with it.
And of course, you can emote through the music, and that's always fun.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, who knows?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to ask you. Yesterday was National Book Lovers Day.
Okay.
And I love just reading your lyrics. It's like reading a poem.
Thank you.
And I was just wondering, and also because you're obviously so intelligent. It's like
when
I read your lyrics, I'm like, I will never be that smart.
I don't know about that.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. But I want to know what are some of your favorite books? Or what are you reading right now? And what are some great books that you've read?
At the moment, I'm reading. It's an Irish classic, and it's by an author called Flann O'Brien. His real name was Brian O'Nolan, and it's kind of a philosophical comedy about a man who sort of, not to ruin it, but he sort of is having to make sense of the infinite, I suppose, and so it's a kind of a philosophical, kind of like an Alice in Wonderland, but it was written in the 1940s.
Oh,
and 50s,
okay.
And it's this man's kind of journey, and it's called The Third Policeman. Sorry, Third Policeman by Flann O'Brien.
The Third Policeman.
Yeah, and then it's a bloody great read, and my favorite books. I always went back to 1984. I love
George
that.
Orwell.
George
Yeah,
Orwell,
that's a good one.
And Portrait of the Artist by James Joyce was one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
that's a good one too.
I suppose, yeah.
So those are some of your favorite books. Good
Yeah,
to know.
There you go. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good to know. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for talking, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
And I just thank you for taking the time.
Pleasure.
And I really appreciate it. And I love your new. Oh wait, one more thing before
Yeah.
I heard a little rumor that you're working on new music already,
Yeah.
and that they're really
Yeah,
so that there might be a new album out in 2020.
I don't know about 20. Well, I'll absolutely do my best if there's enough going. Yeah, absolutely. But before the end of the year, I'd love to get some songs out. So yeah.
Great.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to playing it at
Thank you
K-Fog because
thank
we love Wasteland Baby and we love you. So
Well, thank you for the support.
Thank you.
Sincerely, it's good to see you again.
thank you. It's
Yeah,
good
thank
seeing you too. Thanks.